Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and I was getting a little nervous thinking about not having an actual mini or micro bit set on my overlanding trip because there are so many little electronics and things that I'm not anticipating needing service, but are really very specific. And first of all, Klein, I did a video a while ago where it seemed that a bit was marked incorrectly. It was the pentalope. I couldn't get into an iPhone in this bit set. As great as this was, I was disappointed. But Klein immediately reached out. I got a phone call from somebody from Klein. They said, "Oh, absolutely, yeah, we saw your YouTube video, blah, blah, blah." Anyway, never heard anything, never got the bit. That was before Christmas. So, Klein, you're out of the game here. This is a Titan. This is an inexpensive one. You can get these hardware stores or Amazon. It has an extension. It's a solid little unit, but I wanted something with more modern bits for electronics, including the pentalobe, and for Apple products. So that one's out. This is the iFixit. I've got a couple of different iFixits. I've done some videos on those. They're great, but they're big. A lot of extra space here. A lot of sockets that I don't need, that I know I don't need. But anyway, I thought about it. And what I decided is, hey, this is a great time to go after a new tool. I also thought about my Hutu or Hotu. This holds 12 different bits. This is just a super slick little nice machined aluminum handle. I did a video on these, and for the price, they're pretty incredible. But I wanted a few more bits, and Wiha rose to the top. This is a metal bit case, and it's pretty small. And it holds, not only is this a bit driver, this is an ESD bit driver. This actually probably prevents any static electricity from, jumping things. These are the standard 4mm bits. You've got to be careful because sometimes there are bits that are not 4mm, such as these Kleins. Look at that. So not only are the Kleins not a standard size, but I was missing the one I needed. Anyway, so they're the standard ones. They're the same. Every one of them is branded or marked. Right there, you can see that. I think you can. Right there, Wiha Philips 2, even though it's a small head. Fabulous little guy. So similar to, how we've got the iFixits. Nice little handle, super smooth, got lots of rotation. This is really grippy, this yellow here. I like bright colors. I can drop the bits in right away into the magnetic top here. Works fine. Or they also have this, which is just a standard extension, 4mm, drops in, and then continues to make it a little bit longer. So close enough. Look how small it is. It has, look at that, the full set of pentalobe drivers here. It's got hexes. It's got the standard or the Phillips down to 000. It's got some slotteds all the way out to 4mm here. And then it's got the Torxes up to T10, which is plenty because then I take over from the Torx size that I need on up. Anyway, this is a tiny little kit. Oh, yeah, what is that? That's a magnet. This is a metal box in the old school kind of metal days. Look at that. Nice, solid. This will go well in my overlanding kit. And while I put that in there, there's a little bit of room right here, a little bit of clearance, so that's where I can, as I'm working, it becomes my kind of extra container for screws and small parts. So I threw a magnet, a real thin broken neodymium, because these thin little neodymiums tend to break, and I dropped that in there, stuck to it just fine. There's plenty of clearance, but as I'm working I can easily toss the screws in and they won't get lost. And then this whole little tiny thing fits in to the palm of my hand. Nice little solid Wiha, a little bit of classic styling with the box, and then a good solid set of core bits and a driver and extension. And it's not cheap. This was over 50 bucks, barely over 50, but it was expensive. However, that's in line with the iFixit, which we know is more Chinese quality than German quality. This thing was about 12 for the Titan, which is all China and old. And then this Klein was about 30, and it's pretty heavy, pretty big. It's a solid, this is a good shop tool. You know, I do love Klein. Sorry, we're just having a bad day right now because of that. You've let me down, Klein, again. All you had to do was send me probably a 25-cent bit. The Hotu's great. I love this thing. I just needed a few more larger bits was all. Otherwise, you'd be going with me. Anyway, so that is the Wiha bit set. And this, by the way, if you're interested, is number 75980. I will put the number and a link on Amazon in the show notes. But a solid little kit, little tiny guy, high performance, quality, well branded. And what I mean by that is just simply that they spent the time to put the name on things. Get that camera to focus right there. Come on, get that in there. What's going on here? It's probably cold. Every one of them Wiha stamped. And with that, Doc out.